So, Neil, should we start with the international call-ups? Because obviously Paddy McNair and George Saville have been called up by Northern Ireland for the World Cup qualifiers. So, do I take it from that Paddy McNair is fit and okay?
Well, we think he will be. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things. They're important games for the Irish. So if he can be available, we want him to. Paddy wants to as well. So we're going to leave it, as long as we can. I think he's hoping to do something today.
Because obviously, I mean, you've got a hugely important game before those internationals, haven't you, this weekend, which you're really loving to be fit for.
Yeah, we have it. I mean, it's great to still be involved, even though is it 9 games now? I can't tell you how many games we've got left.
It's 9.
9 games left. So it's good to be involved in that, and I think the lads are looking forward to them all now. Nothing to lose. I'll give it a go, and if we get beat, we get beat. But they're in good spirits.
Yeah, you said after the win on Tuesday against Preston that winning 2 in 4 days or 5 days, whatever it was, is the hardest thing in football. So what's winning 3 in 8 days then? How hard's that?
A miracle. Although Barnsley seem to have done it quite a lot, if I'm honest, haven't they? So, I mean, anything's possible in this league. You could lose 6 on the trot and win 6 on the trot. Nobody can say anything about the consistency in this league, really. But the most consistent teams get promotion.
What sort of conversations are you having with the players at the moment? I mean,
private ones, Mark.
Are they along the lines of, look, we've got nothing to lose, let's give it a go? Or is it about, you have to believe we can still do this? How do you approach it? How do you pitch it?
Similar to what you said first there. We had to just give it a go, haven't we? We've got sort of we've had, this is the 3rd game in 7 days, so we've got to look at do we need 1 or 2 fresh legs. We'll be looking at that as soon as I finish this, this press conference. But there's no reason why the lads don't give it a go. You saw at Swansea how we went out and, I thought we played really well there. And so, we've had 15, 20 minutes times against teams, because every team's, they're good teams at this level, so they're all going to have periods. So it's nice to get 2 clean sheets. I'd settle for another clean sheet on Saturday.
Yeah, Millwall are pretty good at the back as well, aren't they? But scoring goals has been a problem for them. It does suggest, another tight one, doesn't it?
Well, I watched the first half the other night. I've got to tell you, I turned off at half time and I watched something else. Another game, by the way. I didn't watch Coronation Street or anything. But they were winning 2-0 and easily winning 2-0. Could have been more, and they looked a threat every going forward. So my surprise when I turned back on about 70 minutes and it's 2-2, I couldn't quite believe it, and they ended up losing the game. So they'll be disappointed about that, because they played really, really well that first half when I watched it.
You are allowed to watch Coronation Street if you want, Neil.
Oh, I used to do all the time, but I've lost track now since I can't think of his name, because I always walk out of here with a carrier bag and I always think I look like.
Oh, was it Norris?
No, not Norris. That's the Shopman. You don't know you know what I mean, don't you? Walking out with me and he.
Albert Tatlock?
No, you're going back miles. Albert Tatlock. Elsie Tanner, you'll be saying in a minute. I nearly got it then. Not Rob.
Roy Cropper.
That's it, son. Roy Cropper. Well done. Who said that? Well done, son. Up there, Roy Cropper. I go out with my carrier bag, I always say it, but of course some of them don't know who Roy Cropper is, do they? Sorry, Mark, we've diverted there a little bit.
No. I took you down that road. It's my own fault. Marcus Tavernier, obviously, made a big impact, didn't he, the other night, coming off the bench and scoring in the second half. Now, has he shown in his time out of the team again, and he's had spells out for various reasons, has he shown his importance to the squad? Because you don't really have anyone who does quite what he does, do you?
No, I think what he does is he gives us that enthusiasm, because it's the same in training. Every training session he wants to do like he does, and I think it's the type of enthusiasm that spreads, that other people pick up on it, and then they begin to thrive, and that's what he does. I think he just gives us that energy.
And Ashley Fletcher as well is, again, coming back from injury. It's been an injury-blighted season, but with 9 games to go and an international break after this game, is it time to just go for it and see what happens, or do you have to be more careful still?
I think we just got to be careful, really. I think you can get carried away. I got carried away last time with him, and I think to be fair, I think Tuba's last couple of games, he's put a lot of work in, contributed to the goals as well. So that's all you can ask of a striker. I've been happy there.
And obviously you had Brit longer with that, I think you said hamstring injury, did you? Or hamstring tweak on Tuesday night. Problems up front have continued all the way through the season, haven't they? How is Brit? Is he going to be available?
That I don't know. I've not spoken to him this morning, if I'm honest.
Just the last one. You mentioned Swansea earlier. That's a game that obviously has sort of come back to haunt you in a way because you've been charged by the FA.
Not a shock, is it?
Are you surprised to have been charged?
No, I said it's not a shock, is it, really? I don't know why they bother asking you for your observations before they charge you. They might as well just charge you, haven't they?
I think they had your observations after the match.
I think so, yeah. But they have to go through procedures, don't they? So we'll not talk about that till we get the verdict, eh? Which might be a real shock to us all.
Lovely. Thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Okay.
Mark Tulip.
Mark, where are you?
Hi, Neil.
I've got you, Mark. Yes, mate.
Hiya. Just a word about Millwall. We've talked a lot about life without fans, but I suppose going down there is one of those grounds where you're probably quite pleased the fans aren't there.
I think you can say that up to a lot of places, really, Mark, in the Championship. You know, there's quite probably 5 or 6 places that I not dread to go, but I know it's going to be a hostile environment, etc. Quite rightly so as well. And they do make a difference. And that's why I think Gary's done a brilliant job, really, without any fans, to be where they are. And when that place is full, everybody knows what it's like. And yes, it is easier to go without any fans.
Looking at we've mentioned, I think, Barnsley for the last 3 or 4 weeks, they just don't show any signs of blowing up. But do you think everybody's really targeting Reading, perhaps?
I think everybody just looks at it from game to game, really. They're the nearest ones at the minute. You don't know 2 or 3 more games. You've got Bournemouth, who've got one of the best squads. So, I don't think anybody can say it. We just got to try and hang on to the coattails, really.
And you must be relieved that, Paddy McNair is in the frame for Northern Ireland and yourselves, but obviously a little bit worried in case the internationals actually cause a reaction.
I don't want to talk about the internationals. I don't want to get in any more trouble.
And in terms of where you are this season, I mean, you must be still pleased to be just about still in the mix.
Yeah, they've done ever so well. Yeah, I'm disappointed. We should have, like I say, I think we should have had 8 or 10 points more than we've got, which would have been an interesting end of the season, but we haven't. And, it's our own fault. Well, not our own fault. Some of the times it's our own fault. Others are beyond our fault. But that's where we should have been. So it just shows you what was a possibility with the squad we've got.
And I suppose in terms of plans for next season, that would accelerate if you sort of fell behind the playoff race. But it must be quite difficult to sort of know your plans for next season.
Well, as soon as we're out of it, if we're out of the reckoning, I will give 1 or 2 opportunities to players that are probably not given enough to at the moment.
Good luck, Neil. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mark.
Simon O'Rourke.
Simon.
Hi, Neil.
Gotcha.
Just got a couple. Obviously, you would rather be one of the teams with more points, but is there something to be said for the thrill of the chase at this point and being the team that's just got to go for it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've never ever given up on anything, really, in my career. I like the chance of getting 3 points on a Saturday and keeping in the mix, really. And it would be nice to get a result on Saturday with the 2 weeks, 13 days, isn't it, till Friday, Good Friday afternoon. It would be nice to get a result on Saturday, with a break next week.
And you've always said sort of the springtime flowers coming up, this is your time of the season. Are you still enjoying it this year when it is this weird season with the no fans and the funny scheduling and everything?
I don't enjoy it as much, if I'm honest. You can't enjoy it as much without fans, and whether it's home fans or away fans. I think you just need that environment to bring the best out of you. But I've been just plodding away, doing the best I can in the circumstances, really. Trying to keep lifting the players and trying to give our fans, some things about what's happening behind the scenes and because it has been a mentally testing time, I think, for all our fans. We've got to keep going, and I'm going to try and generate some funds for them as well. So hopefully we can have 1 or 2 more charity things in the next few months.